My computer has been acting up on me.
My computer has been acting up on me.
It's a pretty old model, and I need to replace it.
It's a pretty old model and I need to replace it.
So I decided to call up my friend Kevin to ask for his 2 cents.
So I decided to call up my friend Kevin to ask for his 2 cents.
Kevin is a computer whiz.
Kevin is a computer whiz.
He knows PC really well since he worked on them for years. But in his heart of hearts, he is a big Mac fan.
He knows PC really well since he worked on them for years, but in his heart of hearts, he is a big Mac fan.
So I thought he would be a good person to
So I thought he would be a good person to ask.
ask. I have always used a PC.
I have always used a PC.
I do mostly word processing, so I don't need anything fancy.
I do mostly word processing, so I don't need anything fancy.
But I see people I know doing cool things with photos and video, so I'd like to take a crack at some new programs in
But I see but I see people I know doing cool things with photos and videos, so I like to take a crack at some new programs in the future.
the future. Well, I called up Kevin to tell him what I needed. He immediately started throwing out specs. He said, you need at least a 2 gigahertz processor and 1 gig of memory, and make sure it has a writable DVD drive.
Well, I called up Calvin to tell him what I needed. He immediately started throw out specs. She need at least a 2 gigahertz processor and 1 gig of memory, and make sure it has a writable DVD drive.
Whoa, I said.
Well, I said,
All of that is way over my head.
all of that is way over my head.
Let's back up for a minute.
Let's back up for a minute.
Then he laughed and said he had gotten carried away.
Then he laughed and said he had gotten carried away.
Okay, he said.
Okay, he said.
Let's start at the beginning.
Let's start at the beginning.
Now, the processor determines how easily and how fast you can use the programs on your computer.
Now the processor determines how easily and how fast you can use the programs on your computer.
Got that?
Got that?
I said that I did.
I said that I did.
Then he continued. How much RAM memory you have is very important too.
Then he continued, how much RAM memory you have a very important too.
Your computer will go faster the more you have.
Your computer will go faster the more you have.
So I recommend getting at least 1 gigabyte of RAM memory.
So I recommend getting at least 1 gigabyte RAM memory.
I think I'm following you so far, I said.
I think I'm following you so far, I said.
Great, he said.
Great, he said.
Another thing you want is a drive that handles both DVDs and CDs.
Another thing you want is a ride that handles both CDs and DVDs.
Some drives can just read DVDs, and some can record onto blank ones.
Some drives can just read DVDs and some can record onto blank ones.
If you want to burn your own videos, you'll want a writable DVD drive.
If you want to burn your art videos, you'll want a writable DVD drive.
Remember, though, that's just the computer itself.
Remember though, that's just the computer itself.
Don't forget that you'll need a monitor, a keyboard, a mouse, and speakers.
Don't forget that you'll need the monitor, a keyboard, a mouse, and speakers.
Okay, I said, I think I've got all that. Now, here's the burning question: Mac or PC?
Okay, I said I think I've got all that. Now, here's the burning question, Mac or PC?
He said, now that's a whole different thing. Do you have a couple of hours?
He said, now that's a whole different thing. Do you have a couple of hours?